Yeah, thanks very much, Mariette. These projects had originally nothing to do with each other. Mariette and myself, we met at a couple of occasions already, but last year during the HSOF workshop, it was the first time I heard about her project, and I thought this is the perfect fit for this meeting here today. Because in parallel at EUMETSAT, what we have done is working on data cubes. I will show you first a few words on what a data cube is. The idea behind data cubes, and maybe you have heard that already, so I'll try to keep this very short, is to facilitate access and to make it easier for users to access multidimensional data, especially if they are provided from different sources, from different entities. Mariette has introduced her work to you, and you have seen that she has used different data records. But EUMETSAT is also producing many more data records, and we are collaborating with different providers that we consider part of EUMETSAT, namely the so-called satellite application facilities, of which the HSAF, where Mariette is working in, is one. So at the moment, we have 8 different SAFs, and each SAF is, let's say, a center of excellence, which where experts on different application areas are working, that are retrieving geophysical variables from satellite measurements for a certain application area. But now as time evolves, it's more and more realized that there is benefit for some applications, like for example, crop yield forecasting, but also others, to work with data that are provided by different SAFs, because they all have their specialities. And so it is challenging in that case, because you would need to access the data from all the different access points. And then you'd have to deal with different grids and different data formats, which all have been developed for specific reasons and for good reasons. But when you would like to combine them, this can be challenging for users and very time consuming also. So the idea of a data cube is to pre-process the data to a certain extent, and in that way to facilitate the access and to facilitate the handling of the data, that then saves time for users to answer the actual scientific questions or to do the actual analysis. So we have last year produced a first prototype data cube, a static data cube, meaning at the moment this cube is not, at least not continuously updated. We have chosen data records for drought and vegetation, or that we think are interesting for drought and vegetation monitoring. And what you see here on this slide is the list of records that is included, and the logos of the providers of these data records. So most of them are coming from satellite, but not all. And we have taken the longest available data records, so started as early as possible. But the youngest data, so to say, that are in this data cube at the moment are from December 2020. This is simply because we put this cube together in early 2021. The spatial resolution we have kept as close as possible to the original resolution, and also the temporal resolution. The cube is at the moment available for a cutout of Europe on a regular latitude longitude grid in CF compliant NetCDF format. I cannot hear you, Zachary. Okay, I just continue, interrupt me if it's not possible to continue. So one application example is that a colleague of Mariette is working on currently is downscaling of another soil moisture product, in that case of a soil moisture product from Easter CCI, and he's using the long time, high spatial, high temporal resolution data to downscale the soil moisture product to a higher resolution, which is then again useful for agricultural and hydrological applications. So in summary, the data cube provides high temporal resolution and long-term Earth observation data to users. You can get access to this, and I will later on I will make this link also available to you. The know-how how to create this cube, namely the code and how to do it, is available at EUMETSAT, and we are willing to share this if people are interested in using it. We could think of providing a customized cube also for African users, supporting African institutions, maybe ICPAC, maybe others, and others, to produce such a cube also for Africa. This would mean one would need to prioritize the applications that should be addressed through the cube, because then one could determine the most appropriate data sets for it, and then consider a suitable environment or infrastructure where this cube could be provided or run in the end. We have already discussed opportunities with JRC to find out if there are any possibilities or what's the complementarity with data cubes and the CLIMSA climate station. And we hope during the next months to make a bit of progress on this and to be able to tell you more during the next EUMETSAT user forum in September in Tanzania. And with that, I thanks very much and look forward to your questions if there are any.